Mantras of our Divine Mother. Our Divine Mother says, for meditation, contemplation, union is the result obtained. The flower that blooms, the daily activity is the anvil on which all the elements must pass and repass in order to be purified, refined, made supple and right for the illumination which contemplation gives to them. All these elements must be thus passed one after the other through the crucible before outer activity becomes needless for the integral development. Then is this activity turned into the means to manifest thee so as to awaken the other centers of consciousness to the same dual work of the forge and the illumination. With love and my blessing, says our Divine Mother. Words of our Divine Mother, taken from the collective works of our Divine Mother, Volume 2, page 45. Topic: in the face of ordeal or fault. Our Divine Mother says, if ordeal or fault has cast you down, if you have sunk into the nether depths of suffering, do not grieve. For there indeed the divine love and supreme blessing can reach you, because you have passed through the crucible of purifying sorrows. The glorious ascents are yours. You are in the wilderness, then listen to the voices of the silence. The clamor of flattering words and outer applause has gladdened your ears, but the voices of the silence will gladden your soul and awaken within you the echo of the depths, the chant of the divine harmonies. Our Divine Mother says, you are walking in the depths of night, then gather the priceless treasures of the night. In the bright sunshine, the ways of intelligence are lit, but in the white luminosities of the night lie the hidden paths of perfection, the secret of spiritual riches. You are being stripped of everything. That is the way towards plenitude. When you have nothing left, everything will be given to you. Because for those who are sincere and true, from the worst always comes the best. Every grain that is sown in the earth produces 1,000. Every wing beat of sorrow can be soaring towards glory, and when the adversary pursues man relentlessly, everything he does to destroy him only makes him greater. Next topic: those whom we meet on our way. Our Divine Mother says, always in one way or another, life puts in our path those who for some reason are near to us. Each individual creates his own environment according to what he is himself, and if such is our dominant preoccupation, all those whom we thus meet on our way are the very ones to whom we can be most useful. For one who lives constantly in the spiritual consciousness, everything that happens to him takes on a special value, and all is conducive to his progressive evolution. It will always be beneficial for him to observe his encounters, to investigate both the apparent and the deeper reasons for them. And in accordance with his altruist aspirations, he will ask himself what good he can do in each different case. And according to his own degree of spirituality, his action will always have a greater or lesser spiritualizing effect, says our Divine Mother. Next topic, the truth behind relationships. And Divine Mother says we should never forget that the duration of a contact between two human lives depends on the number and depth of the states of being in which the affinities that bind them have their play. Only those who commune with the eternal essence within themselves and in all things can be eternally united. Only those are friends forever who have chosen, who have been close or distant friends from all time in this or other worlds. And whether or not we meet these friends depends on the encounter we must first experience within ourselves in the unknown depths of our being. Moreover, when this meeting occurs, our whole attitude is transformed. Our Divine Mother says when we become one with the inner Godhead, we become one in depth with all. It is through her and by her that we must come into contact with all beings. Then, free from all attraction and repulsion, all likes and dislikes, we are close to what is close to her and far from what is far from her, says our Divine Mother.
Then, like a tree recovering from a wind, she raised her noble head, fronting her gaze. Something stood there, unearthly, somber, grand, a limitless denial of all being. That was the terror and wonder of a soul.
Next topic, the most useful idea to spread. Our Divine Mother says, from the general point of view, it seems to me that the most useful idea to spread is twofold. First, man carries within himself perfect power, perfect wisdom, and perfect knowledge, and if he wants to possess them, he must discover them in the depths of his being by introspection and concentration. Second, these divine qualities are identical at the center, at the heart of all beings. This implies the essential unity of all and all the consequences of solidarity and fraternity that will follow from it. Our Divine Mother says the best example to give would be the unalloyed serenity and immutably peaceful happiness which belongs to one who knows how to live integrally this thought of one God in all, says our Divine Mother. Next topic, constant benevolence. Our Divine Mother says, living among others, you should always be a divine example, an occasion offered to them to understand and to enter on the path of the life divine. Nothing more. You should not even have the desire to make them progress, for that too would be something arbitrary until
each other with their height. Woman and universal God around her, piling their void unbearable loneliness upon her mighty and companion soul. Many in human solitude came close.
And Divine Mother says, until you are definitively one with the divinity within, the best way in your relations with the outside is to act according to the unanimous advice given by those who have themselves had the experience of this unity. To be in a state of constant benevolence, says our Divine Mother, to be in a state of benevolence with this as your rule, not to be troubled by anything and not to be the cause of trouble to others, not to inflict suffering among them, upon them so far as possible, says our Divine Mother. Next topic, we lack confidence in the grace. Our Divine Mother says, I think, in fact, that our defects very often appear to us to be full of charm, that we justify all our weaknesses. But to tell the truth, this is because we lack self confidence. Does this surprise you? Yes, I repeat, we lack confidence not in what we are at the present moment, not in our ephemeral and ever changing outer being. This being always finds favor in our eyes, but we lack confidence in what we can become through effort. We have no faith in the integral and profound transformation which will be the work of our true self, of the eternal, the divine who is in all beings. If we surrender like children towards supremely luminous and far seeing guidance, says our Divine Mother. Mental communion is the next topic. Our Divine Mother says to think of someone is to be near him, and wherever two beings may find themselves, even if they are physically separated by thousands of kilometers, if they think of each other, they are together in a very real way. If we are able to concentrate our thoughts sufficiently and to concentrate sufficiently in our thought, we can become integrally conscious of what we are thinking of. And if it is a man, sometimes see or hear him in any case, know his thought. Thus, separation no longer exists. It is an illusory appearance. And in France and in America, in Persia or in China, we are always near the one we love and think of. Our Divine Mother says, but this fact is all the more real in a case such as ours where we want to come into contact with an especially active and conscious thought, a thought which assumes and manifests an infinite love, a thought which enfolds the whole earth with a loving and fatherly solicitude that is only too glad to come to the help of those who entrust themselves to it. Experience this mental communion, and you will see that there is no room for sorrow, says our Divine Mother. Next topic, self mastery, creating your own synthesis. Our Divine Mother says, when you are able by methodical and repeated effort to objectivize and keep at a distance all this flood of incoherent thoughts which assail us, you will notice a new phenomenon. You will observe within yourself certain thoughts that are stronger and more tenacious than others, thoughts concerning social usages, customs, moral rules, and even general laws that govern earth and man. They are your opinions on these subjects, or at least those you profess and by which you try to act. Look at one of these ideas, the one most familiar to you. Look at it very carefully, concentrate, reflect in all sincerity.
Godhead holds erect from his brief stooping to his touch on earth, and like a dream that wakes out of a dream, forsaking the poor mold of that dead clay, another luminous Satyavana rose, starting upright from the recumbent earth, as if someone over viewless borders stepped, emerging on the edge of unseen world.
Our Divine Mother says, look at one of these ideas, the one most familiar to you. Look at it very carefully, concentrate, reflect in all sincerity if possible, leaving aside all bias, and ask for yourself why you have this opinion on that subject rather than any other. The answer will almost invariably be the same or nearly, because it is the opinion prevalent in your environment, because it is considered good form to have it, therefore saves you from all as many clashes, frictions, criticisms as possible. Or because this was the opinion of your father or mother, the opinion which molded your childhood, or else because this opinion is the normal outcome of education, religious or otherwise, you received it in your youth. This thought is not your own thought. For to be your own thought, it would have to form part of a logical synthesis you had elaborated in the course of your existence, either by observation, experience, and deduction, or by deep abstract meditation and contemplation, says our Divine Mother. These are the words of our Divine Mother.